The Myanmar Civil War has been going on since 2021, when the military conducted a coup that overthrew the government. Days after the coup, protests began to spring out all over the country, but were met with violence from the military-run government. These crackdowns led to insurgent groups popping up all over the country to resist the new military-led government. If you didn't know, over 70,000 people have died in this war, but many people around the world don't even know about this conflict. Ukraine has been taking the spotlight, pushing Myanmar into the shadows. History. I don't want to get too deep into the history since this video is about volunteer opportunities in the war, but there's some key information that you need to know. The Myanmar military junta, which is the central government, is fighting several civilian resistance groups such as the Tinland Defense Force, People's Defense Force known as PDF, and the People's Liberation Army, which are communists, and many others. So far in 2024, the military junta is slowly losing the war, taking high losses from attacks and desertions. The country seems to be in an unstable period every couple of decades, starting since the mid-20th century. It's a very ethnic diverse country with many different ethnic groups and cultures. The country is located right next to India, Bangladesh, Thailand, and China. Foreign fighters have entered Myanmar before, like decades before, in other civil wars and conflicts, way before the country was renamed Myanmar. Volunteering. Now, if you want to fight in Myanmar, you would go either as a mercenary or volunteer. Mercenarism is banned if you didn't know, and governments such as the U.S. bans foreign support in the war due to rebel groups having drug connections. Interesting fact, though, Myanmar actually produces more opium than Afghanistan. But in order to get in, you would have to sneak in through India or Bangladesh. The rebel groups such as PDF needs fighters, instructors, and others who can provide useful skills. If you can train fighters on how to use a AK-47 and other small arms, or build IEDs, or even show them how to fight like a squad, they will take you in a heartbeat. Mercenarism. Not much is known for the mercenary side of things. However, there is rumors that you can get paid in drugs, loot, or a percentage of gold mines. But can you really trust a bunch of small rebel groups? But if you decide to fight for whatever pay, fighting is not as bad as like in Ukraine. So your survival rate is a little higher if you decide to go fight there. You know, in Ukraine, you're going against drones, tanks, heavy infantry, jets, and bombers and artillery. While in Myanmar, you're dealing more with small infantry forces, some mortars, maybe a couple of helicopters and jets, but nothing too heavy like there is, in Ukraine with the Russians and Ukrainians. Life in Myanmar. Most likely, you'll be living in huts deep in the jungle or abandoned buildings while on patrols. It's better to hide to avoid enemy airstrikes or mortar fire. Rice and some meats are the main meals over there that the rebels can provide. Sometimes bread is available. You might also have to hunt for extra food either from the local animals or dead enemies. We estimate that this war will end in either 2025 or 2026. The military junta government has been losing lots of ground in the past 2 years and won't be able to hold on much longer. So don't miss your opportunity to experience the jungle. The network does not endorse or support either side. We do not encourage anyone to go as a volunteer or mercenary. We are simply sharing information told to us from those who have been on the ground. Whether you decide to fight over there is all on you. This will be our last video of 2024. We have some big plans for 2025 and we will be producing a lot more videos. So please subscribe and like our videos. I'll be linking information related to this video in the description below. And if interested in joining the network, I will be put the email down below as well. So see you in 2025.